everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. So I have one of the videos coming up that I recorded prior to Christmas, and I just wanted to do a quick intro just to let you know firstly that it was recorded some time ago, and to let you know that this video is actually out of sync. So I have the Christmas altered book videos and I have the Wonderland journal videos. So this is a video that I did for my Wonderland journal, and I just wanted to quickly let you know that it's being uploaded out of sync. It's pre-recorded and it will be uploaded at intermittent times while I'm working on the journal that I'm working on currently. So I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing you all soon, everybody. Bye for now. Don't go because the video is coming up. See you soon. Hello everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. I would like to make some journaling cards today. I have some book pages here, all prepped and ready to go. I have 2 book pages glued together, and I have cut them into a tag shape, and I've cut them into a tag shape. I can show you. So I've used these book pages here, and all I've done is tear away the white border around the outside of the text, which left me with the text only, and from there I have cut my tag shape. So I've prepped those and inked them, and they're ready to go. Just looking, there's probably other things I could have done to prep, but I haven't, so sorry about that. As I showed you in my last video, I have some new digitals here to play with. So these are the DigitalCurio Distressed Navy Damask digital papers. I also wish to play with these images here, which I've printed from the Mega Bundle 32 pack from AntiquePaperie, and I want to marry some of these images together. So I'm looking particularly at the navy ones here, and I'm thinking that these navy papers might make really beautiful backing papers. So I'll see if I can keep those in camera for you a little bit. I really love this one, and it kind of, the round kind of reminds me of the ocean a little bit. I don't think I like that one as much. I'm just looking at the patterns on them to see if there's anything else that I think might work, or might work better than that top one. The top one really drew my attention, and I'm feeling like, you know what they say, you should trust your first instinct. I'm feeling like that may be the case, but well, that's kind of pretty too with the swirls. I still like the depth in colour of this one. You know what? The top one is the winner, I feel. I can't even separate the pages. I have 2. Yes, the top one it is. I should have known. Okay, so I have 2 cards to make with this backing paper. So I'm just going to tear my edges off. Sorry about, I just got a notification for something. I don't know what it was, but I apologize for that. And I am getting ready to go and do a little bit of shopping at the moment. I am quite behind in uploading my videos. I apologize. I'm recording this, but I still have, I think, a few videos to upload before I get to this one, so I'm not quite sure what the time frame will be, but unfortunately that's just the way it's been at the moment. Okay, so just wondering if that edge is straight. Oh yes, it appears it is. So I hope you're all fabulous. I am, in case you were wondering. Just really busy. And I can't even tell you why. I should have gone the whole page there, I think. I am trying to get a few things organised at home, so as well as the everyday things that jump out at us. Okay, and then oops, I think I will go this way. Just looking to bring that in slightly. I don't think that one is quite big enough, which is rather unfortunate. So I think I'll go with the deeper blue. And just do a second one roughly the same size. I don't know if I said in a previous video, I have been on a little bit of a lost mojo journey. I got to a certain point with this journal and I don't know, I didn't really know where I wanted to go next. So, and that was part of the reason I did a couple of things behind the scenes without you guys, because I don't know, my inspiration left me or something. But anyway, I think I shifted that then. Anyway, I feel like I am slowly getting back on track. And I have decided that 6 signatures is a lot, which I knew. I've actually done one with 6 signatures before, and I'm not going to lie, I told myself I wouldn't do it to myself again. And yet, here I am. So, but it's for somebody really special. And you know what? I was kind of putting pressure on myself to get it finished. I feel like I've been showing you, well, I have been showing you the same journal for quite some time, but I was like, you know what? This is my project and I can take as long as I like. And if you wish to follow along, I would love that. If you don't, that's perfectly okay. But I was like, I need to stop rushing because I want it to be beautiful. And I knew when I started this project that it was going to be a bigger than Ben-Hur project. And I had come to terms with that. But somewhere along the line, I started to, or I felt like I started to rush myself. Oh, I feel like I made that a little bit. Just wondering what I can do with that to fix that. It's a little bit further in than I would have liked. I'll do it this way. Oops. I don't work out what I'm doing. Hoping that one is a little bit more. Yes. That one's okay. That works. Okay. So I will ink those up. I have my new distress ink and I have my replaced foam inker, which I am loving both. So that was exciting. So I need to share with you, this is the first time I've purchased my distress ink in the large. I've only ever had the mini before, as you've probably noticed. And when I opened it, this ink pad itself is loose. I don't want to get ink all over myself, but I can actually, it was actually sitting in here like this when I opened it up. And I expected it to be attached because obviously you can pick them up and distress with just the ink pad, or you can, you know, pop it onto a glass surface or the like and add water and do all sorts of fabulous things like that. And I'm like, I can't actually pick it up and turn it over because it's not attached to it. So I don't think it's meant to be like that. And I actually thought it was upside down, so I turned it up for a couple of days and realized it was the right way around. I was like, I don't think they would have got that quite that wrong in the factory, but you know, when you don't know. And so yes, I don't know whether I need to add a little bit of, I'm wondering whether I need to add a little bit of glue or something to the bottom of it to adhere it. I'm thinking, sorry, off the beaten track, I'm thinking I should have put the fan on before I started crafting because it's a very warm day here today, and now that I'm settling into what I'm doing, whoops, I'm starting to feel a little warm. So if you'll excuse me, I may just go and turn my fan on. I'm hoping nothing goes flying. Everything may go flying. I won't be a moment. Just set it on low, so hopefully it won't. I really think I need to change this. There I go with the notifications again. I really need to just make ephemera. I've said before, I kind of am out of my comfort zone doing it like that because usually when I make things it has a story to go in a journal, but I have a full box of glue pages ready to go, so I feel like it's time to step out of my comfort zone and just create some beautiful pieces that I can pop into my journals. which would be fabulous. I really love the idea of having a stockpile of things that I can pull from, but I haven't really stopped making a journal long enough to do anything like that. And now that I've said that, I've got about 3 projects in mind coming up, so, or more when I really think about it, but you know oh dear, how to do this. Oh, I knew that would happen. Thinking about there. Okay, that ended up being okay after all. Okay, so they're my backgrounds, and then taking my, as you know, I've had some other beach and ocean things in this journal, so these are, I feel, quite fitting. And I haven't mentioned, I think it was in my last video, these are, I did mention that they're from the Mega Bundle Pack 32 from AntiquePaperie. So these are actually journaling pages, and I have printed them 2 to a page. I think it was 2 to a page at 5 by 7 is what I used. They were my settings when I printed to get the size that I'm using. Oops. And there is a line down the center, ever so slight, but I'm going to see if I can, oops, tear that off, hopefully successfully. Okay. And I'm thinking I may just, I'm just popping that against the edge of my tag, and I'm going to trim that little piece off, and that's to give me the right angle. And then I can use that for the other side, if I can hang on to it because it's tiny. Okay, so now which one did I do that on? Because the angles may be different, although I don't think they are. I think I ended up using, I cut one and then used that one as a guide. I did 2, so that means I can use this to cut this one. And the angles will be fine. So what I'm getting at there is if you cut one edge, flip it over and cut the other edge, and then do the next one, you cut this edge and then flip that over and cut this edge, the angle may be slightly different. But with these, I created one. So I cut one side, flipped it over and cut the other side, and then I used that and lined it up like this and cut all of my tags that way, so they're all the same angle. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I'm inking these. haven't really thought much past this step, guys, so so we will see where we go next. Okay, so I have these. They're actually really pretty. And I'm wondering about, like I said, I have a thing about burlap, and I'm wondering about this tissue burlap that I have printed. This looks like a really pretty, oops, they're stuck together. I'm going to tear a piece. I don't know yet. I don't know if this is just tearing off the edge ever so slightly. Okay, stuck to me. Oh, goodness me, I've got a really dry throat all of a sudden. I think from the fan. Back again. Sorry about that, everybody. I got a phone call. I'm going to, true confessions, guys. It's actually been 2 days since I videoed the first part of this video, and I need to remember what I was doing. I haven't been feeling the greatest. I ended up with a sore throat. Not when I got the phone call. When I got the phone call, other things occurred and took me away from my crafting. I'm trying to remember what I was doing. I think I was playing with this. And then I wasn't feeling great, so it's been really hard to come back prior to now. So I was worried that if I did come back, I would end up in a coughing fit while I was videoing. That's why I haven't tried. And I'm kind of having withdrawals. I'm having crafting withdrawals, so really sure. I feel like that's blending a little bit too much. I'm wondering about some music paper. Sorry, I do have some music paper here. I'm just tearing off. I don't want a large strip. Actually, I wonder if I'm wondering if I should just leave it as it is. I feel like whatever I do is just, I like it like that. So I think I'm just going to keep this one simple, guys. Why spoil a good thing? Isn't that right? So yes, it's been a couple of days since I videoed, and I'm sorry I couldn't get back sooner. I'm sorry for you and for me. So my videos have been a little sporadic. Getting them up on YouTube just recently. I'm trying to move some rooms around in my house, and it's a real struggle because I'm trying to make things work and they're just not quite falling into place the way I'd like them to. So I'm here for a little bit of a break because I've been working on it this morning and I needed to step away. I think that's really pretty just like that. Okay. Yes, I needed to step away because my mind can only deal with so much of that sort of thing at once, and it was becoming a little bit overwhelming. So I'm allowing myself, I figured after a couple of days I was allowed to have a little break. I haven't been working on it over the 2 days constantly, but I've been trying to do little bits at a time. And yes, I've missed the crafting, so I was like, surely I'm entitled to a little bit of break. The other thing I've been doing, guys, is sorting out my emails. I cannot confess to you how many emails I have in my account because that would not look good for me, but I have so many emails in my email account, and seriously, most of them are spam. Or they're things that I've had to use my email address to sign up for, and now they just send me regular emails for no apparent reason. And honestly, there's so many in a day. I was actually going through them and I was thinking, this is worse than getting, oh gosh, they're pretty. This is worse than getting junk mail in my mailbox because there's truckloads of them. They just were never ending. And I spent a good amount of time trying to delete what was there, and it's still, I've still only just touched the surface. So I'm just going to back these with some tea stain paper. I think just keeping it simple and beautiful. So yeah, it's not been fun. I'm also dealing with a little issue that I'm having with my technology. So, and I will warn you, I am actually expecting a phone call and I have no idea when that call may come. So it may interrupt my videoing again. I'm sorry, but I'm hoping I can get this issue sorted really, really soon. It's something I thought I'd dealt with months ago and it's reoccurred. So anyway, life's little hurdles, isn't that right? Okay. Trying to figure out how I can best, gauge nothing has changed in my room. The walls still feel like they're closing in on me, and I've actually spent some time trying to get that sorted too, and seriously, I just feel like I'm fighting a losing battle. Trying really, really hard. I kind of was hoping to get everything sorted prior to Christmas so that I could enjoy Christmas, get to the new year and have everything, well, as close to organised as possible. So that's what's keeping me motivated to keep going with it all. But then every now and then I find myself thinking, oh, I wish I could just drop this and go and craft. want to play anymore. Not that game anyway. I hope you're all organised, ready for Christmas. Yeah, I feel like it's sneaking up on us. Certainly snuck up on me, that's for sure. And that's the other thing I've been up to. I've been trying to, get my Christmas shopping done, which I think I can tick that box now. I'm hoping I've got everything done that I needed to get done. Fingers crossed. Such a work in progress. Now I just have to do my wrapping. Okay, and I've been really wanting to do an altered book. I actually started and I couldn't decide whether to, I was just going to do it off camera while I was watching, I've been watching Gayle Agostinelli make her, I'm talking all over the shop, honestly, I'm sorry. I've been watching Gayle Agostinelli make her altered Christmas book or Christmas journal. She did one and I was just so inspired, and I was like, I've made altered books before, and I was like, I really want to do that. I want to have a play with a Christmas altered book. And I prepped everything and had it ready to go. And then when I went to start it, and I got as far as thinking I was ready to like glue my first page in, my first set of papers. And then I second guessed whether or not I was happy with the choice I'd made. And then I was like, oh, should I be videoing this or like and sharing it with you all, or should I just leave it and do it off camera? And I couldn't decide, and then Gayle started doing a second one, which I was so excited about because I really enjoyed watching her make the first one. And I was like, oh, well, I won't video because Gayle's doing another one, so we'll leave it so that Gayle can have that joy. And I popped a comment on her video and mentioned that I had wanted to do one and that I was toying with the idea of videoing, and only because that's exactly where I was at. I was kind of thinking out loud in my comment, and I didn't think about the fact that, well, I just didn't think about it really. Anyway, Gayle kind of gave me the thumbs up to video. Not that I was looking for a thumbs up, but then I was like, oh, now I feel really bad, and now I don't know whether I should or I shouldn't. It's like, I just want to make an altered book and have a beautiful Christmas theme. I've been busy organising some papers so that I could do that. And as a result, that's part of the reason the walls are closing in on me here at the moment, because I have things for my current journal and I have things for the Christmas altered book. I think I'd mentioned to you that I'd been tea staining paper. Like a bear who hibernates at winter, I've been tea staining paper so that I have a good supply of tea stain paper for the summer, the hot months that we have here, because I like to do my tea stain paper in the oven, and oh, there is nobody in this world who wants to do that in the summer months that we have. So we've had a couple of cold spells. Excuse me. And I decided that it was a good time to make some progress with my tea staining so that I didn't have to worry about it or run out during the hot months, which has been fabulous, but it's kind of added more. Where's my bone folder, guys? It's kind of added more clutter to my room. I've got, I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I've got piles of tea stain paper waiting to be ironed, and Yes, yes, yes. Like most people, you could just iron it and put it in the paper press. Well, I've made so much that my paper press has been filled twice. I really love the simplicity of that. I may pop a topper on there, I think. My paper press has been filled twice. Well, not completely filled. Once it was completely filled. So I've not just done papers. I've done some tags and doilies and things as well. And it will only hold so much. So I'm kind of doing it in rounds, and in between rounds we had another bout of hot weather, so it was way too hot to be ironing paper, so it was put on hold again. And then we had a cool change, so I got to do some more. I have actually finished pressing it now, or ironing it now, but I haven't finished pressing it in the paper press because, again, I can only do so much at a time. I don't know if my words came out right then. Anyway, so no rest for the wicked, so they say. I must have been really, really bad. But anyway. Okay. I'm wondering if I have my ephemera folder here. I'm sorry if you can't see. I have some fish in here, and I don't have a lot fussy cut at the moment. Fussy cutting has not been high on my agenda just lately. I think that's really fun. Love them. Okay. Well, that was awesome. And so quick. Maybe it's better if I don't have lots of choices. Okay, so a little bit of ink on those, I'm thinking. And I believe the fish are from ArtVintages. I hope I've got that right. I will try and check and pop in the description below or on the video if I've got that wrong, but I really love the way that ink has made him pop. And I'm wondering if... Oh my goodness, I've got things everywhere, guys. Every time. I just look down. I even need to clean my or empty my garbage bin, which I haven't done yet. Just feel like they need to be a bit bigger. I'm not actually 100% sure I want the cheesecloth or whether it will take away from that really lovely image too much. So, and that's kind of why I'm steering towards the cheesecloth, because it does have that see-through element, that I don't lose the background altogether. It feels so good to be back in my craft space. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to use my art glitter glue because I can, because I have my little fine tip. I think I want to add just a little skiff of, oh, see, I've been listening to Wendy from Wendy's Journal Adventures, a little skiff. I think that's what she says, of glue. Controlling this little art glitter glue is going to be a work in progress because I'm certainly not used to using it. Love it. Okay, so just a little I'm still getting used to popping the pin back in there. I'm like, I don't know if my eyes are that good. Okay. And then so this has the factory edge on it, so I think I'm just going to do little single tabs. And I think I'll sew them on like that. And of course I cannot get to my sewing machine right this second, so that will have to be done off camera. There's a factory edge I think across here as well that I'd just like to remove. Okay, so they're the first little tags. Using those papers, I will finish those off camera. We have the plain backs. I think they're great. Love them. And then, so I had these images here. And I was thinking about using papers from this set here. So these are the sepia ephemera digital paper from DigitalCurio. I think that works really well. I love that. I'm just looking to see what other choices there are, but I'm loving the old world text and also the color, that slightly deeper brown. So I'm just flicking, I'm really just looking at color tones right now to see if there's something darker that may, or like that. I'm looking at this one because it's quite plain. So I may use that and that, I think. Okay. So I have no space, guys. No space. I'm just going to move these out of the way for a moment because it may help my situation. Sorry, I'm inside my own head. I'm just thinking one of the rooms I'm sorting at the moment has got some baskets in it that I'm thinking about repurposing and using in my craft area. And I was just, I was thinking about my lack of space and how things are closing in. And I was like, is there some way I can use those baskets to make what I'm doing here work more effectively? I don't know if there is, but that's where I zoned out to just now. Now, I did have some more tags somewhere already prepped. I need that. Part of the reason I've got no space here at the moment too is because I had a couple of ideas of things that I could do and I started prepping some things for that. So things for my journal. And then I was like, oh, well, maybe I should be doing them on camera. So I stopped. I have little bits everywhere. I don't know, guys. There's not enough time in the day. Just like, is that straight? Quite big enough. Oh, we were doing a different paper for the second one anyway. What was I thinking? I'm such a scatterbrain at the moment. I don't even know if I finished my last thought. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should just mute the camera and you can just watch me work in silence. It's probably better for you and for me actually, because the sound of silence, now that's what I need. It's more to tame the voices in my head, I think. Oh gosh, the men in white jackets will be here any minute. I need to stop. I need to stop talking. Okay, so that's one. I really, really love that. Complete diversion then. I just changed the subject. Did it work? I'm going to do these first because I would like to see what it looks like before I proceed with the next. Currently have a Christmas song in my head on repeat and it will not go away, so that's also distracting me. Does anybody else do that, or is that just me? Sometimes I do it all the time. I hear a song and it'll just go over and over and over, and I'm like, where's the stop button? Somebody change that radio station. Mind you, if I like the song enough, I would totally play it over and over and over on repeat. So it's not necessarily unusual for me to do that. Okay. Gosh, I love having a new vintage photo ink. It is so easy to use. Hope it stays like that for a while. I was just looking at the image and wondering whether I want to add, where did I put it? Whether I want to add, oh, isn't that pretty? Sorry, finish your sentence, Sharon. Whether I want to add a focal point from my ephemera, my fussy cut ephemera. I don't know whether I do. Keep my ruler slip then. I don't know, it's not too bad. Really love that. Actually, I think I can use that to, well, I can use that to do this. Oops. My thumb really needs to learn how to be more discreet when I'm fussy or when I'm tearing. I have a tendency to have my thumb hanging over my ruler, in case you hadn't noticed. So I tend to do this, and then it's in the way when I'm, and I think it's because I try and put pressure in that area, but he really does need to learn discretion, because you know what they say, you can be there but not be seen. Oh dear. Okay, so I feel like I really love the dark nature of this side, which is kind of funny when I think about the fact that I'm doing a Wonderland journal, because you think, you know, bright and bubbly and all that sort of thing, but there is a time and a place for everything. These papers are really pretty. go this way. Don't mind me. Oh, the queen of indecisive. Okay, so that goes with that. I need my ink. I still have on my desk my boxes with my beautiful cards. I'll show you. Oh, that was a bad idea. With my beautiful, I can't even think what you call them. My ETC size images from, so I have images from ArtVintages, FarMirage, and AntiquePaperie, and I think there might be some, I'm not sure if I have some ARTYmaze in there, perhaps, I can't think, but I have like 4 boxes like that on my desk, so they're taking up space as well, which is part of the reason I'm feeling a little fenced in. I do have hopes that hubby may be able to help design some storage to pop those in, but he's been so busy with work. I haven't been, well, brave enough isn't the right terminology, but I just haven't wanted to trouble him with it at this stage because he's got so much going on. So they're just sitting there waiting. But, oh, whoops. Oh, I think I must have turned it a fraction too far as well. Yes, it's lovely to have them nice and handy, but I didn't really plan on having them quite that handy that they were taking up that much space on my desk. So I really need to, do a lot of things, guys. I need to not sleep, I think, so I have more hours in my day, or if somebody could just flip that switch and, you know, extend the days, that would be great. 24 hours isn't enough. And I put my bone folder away. I think this one will need a focal point because it's quite plain. I just don't know what I want to put on it. Oh my gosh, that is really pretty. Even being plain, it's still very pretty. Just wondering if perhaps a butterfly. I'm looking at the color tones and I'm thinking maybe a butterfly might be quite pretty. So, oh, isn't that delicious? So these are from Allegra Digital. I like the colour of that one quite so much as the first. He's a bit big. Should bring this one down too. I've got no hands, no space. Oh my goodness. Don't mind the colours, but he's a little bit big. He's a little bit wider than... Wondering if I've got... Getting closer. Sorry guys. I feel like that could be the winner for there. Is that the same one I just tried? I feel like it is. About this one. I quite like the delicateness of that one. Let's see. That's very pretty. Oh, that's my winner. Okay, I'm really, really happy with those. I think they're really pretty. I truly have no idea how I'm going for time. I feel like my last videos that I've uploaded have been quite long. I'm getting very close to being timed, so I might have to finish with this journaling, sorry, this set of journaling cards and start the camera again before I do the next one. So I can pop him down. Going to have to get a new glue stick, and I don't think it's going to last the duration of this set of journaling cards, so I may have to do that now. Pretty. Okay. And I think I need to fix this. crafting, I wonder if I'll watch my video back, because I do, because I edit them. And I wonder if I'll watch my video back and go, oh my goodness, what was I doing, or what was I thinking, or I have had some of those moments, I will tell you. But this one, I just feel so klutzy. I'm like planning on reaching one way and then I'm reaching another way, and my mind's just all over the shop. I don't know if it's a, I don't know. I don't know if I should say that out loud. I was going to say, I don't know if it's because it's getting closer to Christmas and, you know, it just gets crazy busy, and it can be a reflection of what's going on, or whether I'm just naturally like that. I don't know. Please don't send them any white jackets just yet. Oh my goodness. I was thinking that I would have this, that was a big was, wasn't it? I was thinking I would have this journal finished before Christmas, but true confession, guys, I forgot. I actually said, last time I made a journal with 6 signatures, I went, I won't do that again. It was way too much. And I didn't pay attention to myself because I forgot, and here I am again making a 6 signature wrong glue stick, 6 signature journal. And yes, indeedy, I forgot how much work goes into it, and I don't have anywhere near the amount of ephemera that I should have for it, or that I would like to have. It's not that I should have it, I would like more. So at this stage, I'm thinking I will hold it over until after Christmas. Otherwise, I will be finishing it before I feel like I'm ready, and then it will feel like a job half done, and that won't work for me. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. I might get another sheet. Can you actually see the mess that I've almost? I'm talking about this pile of paper. I'm just wondering if you can see it in camera. You can almost see it. I'll probably rewatch the video and go, oh my gosh, it was totally in screen, and that's terrible. It's really hard when you're guesstimating whether or not you're actually straight, isn't it? That's what I'm doing right now. And for good measure, oh, and I forgot to tear that edge there. Okay, let's try that again. Maybe I should have kept doing what I was doing instead of coming and crafting. I feel like this video will be a little bit of a disaster. But do you know what? Exactly how it would have been if I was doing it on my own. Sad but true. And I wasn't straight. Whoopsie. Oh goodness. I don't even know what I'm doing right now, seriously. Oh, see? Oh, some days are diamonds. And some days you should just stay in bed. Okay. I'm not even game enough to speak. Oh, isn't that delicious? My hand was in the way. Oh, good grief. I have actually wondered if doing this Christmas journal will be almost cleansing for me to have a different focus for a little while. That I can flip between the two projects. I don't know about you, but I know for me, especially when working on a big project, and this has definitely been a big project, you kind of can get a bit stagnant. I'm going to say, probably not the right word, but I do feel like I did become a little bit lost. I got to a certain point and I went, I really don't know where I want to go next. So it was kind of like reaching a stalemate in my crafting. And it took me a little bit to get going again. So I feel like doing a Christmas journal could be a good way to cleanse, is that the right word? I'm thinking about when you eat something and you cleanse your palate with a different flavour or something that freshens the palate. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Am I making any sense, guys? I don't know if I am. In my head I am. That can be a scary place. I know this tea stain paper is a little bit crinkly, so I just want to make sure my glue gets into the grooves as much as possible to make sure it adheres well. And that is why, because they press down to almost invisible. Wobbling the table made my glue fall. So I'm a little bit further up there than I hoped to be, but that's okay. I love it. And the page got tacky very quickly. I've got sticky fingers. And again, I'm watching how the glue is adhering or covering the paper to make sure I've got good coverage. I'm sorry if I'm wobbling the camera. Okay. Love them. Now that I'm looking at that, I'm wondering why I didn't do it like that for the other ones. You know, when something seemed like a good idea at the time. Oops. Okay. Oops. Okay, so I think I best stop the videoing there, and we will pop back and do some more tags very shortly. I look forward to seeing you soon, everybody. Happy crafting. Bye for now.